And what Mindtickle really does, what its unique value proposition centers on, is combining the optimal amount of knowledge in the context of the seller and his or her role, the skills he or she needs to display in terms of demonstrating technical knowledge, product knowledge, and finally executing the customer engagement behavior that's required not just to land that customer the first time, but over the life cycle of their engagement with whatever organization they represent. So Mindtickle is a comprehensive sales readiness platform, and we use the word readiness as opposed to sales training or sales learning because we believe that the modern seller needs a different approach from the time they walk in the doors of an enterprise or an organization they're meant to represent, in terms of exhibiting that perfect combination of knowledge, skill, and behavior in the field. For us, the first thing that starts with understanding how to engage a seller is really recognizing that increasingly sales teams are sitting along not just two ends of a spectrum, but also across every aspect of that spectrum. You've got the old dogs, so as to speak, and the newer generation. But one thing is common, right? Especially with field sales teams, most of them are distant, they're deskless, and they're digital. So anything we do really is trying to take into context that digital persona that's also increasingly used to making buying or purchasing decisions of their own on things like Amazon or e-commerce or other online platforms. So many of the same elements also inform at a fundamental level how Mindtickle works with our customers to make sure that every learning, every skill building, and every execution experience mimics that world in which they live and interact with other solutions. It starts democratizing information. It starts pulling best practices out of my head and your head and puts it into that common sort of pool of knowledge that can be consumed and shared across the organization. And things like leaderboards, badges, all of these increasingly start driving away from a push-based model that is often admin orchestrated to more of a pull-based model. Because I, as a seller, as an individual, know best what my learning style, my preferences. I might want to consume content in the flow of work, and those are the kinds of things that Mindtickle makes possible, a highly personalized, adaptable experience.